Hello and welcome to this very short video on how to play Telstar on the Stylophone, and to be more specific, how to play it on two Stylophones. There's a very good video by Kevin Romang, I hope I pronounced his name correctly, on YouTube, where he plays Telstar on a Stylophone. He's used a Tyros keyboard for a backing track. It's really good. I was going to do my own version, but I thought, why gild the lily? It's a great version he's done. So I'm going to kind of complement this version just by showing you how he did it. The way he did it, I think he kind of cut it, edited it, and retuned the Stylophone for the key change. Just so you know, Telstar's in two keys. It's in A and it's in D. First part's in A, and then when you get the run up, the little triplet thing, it goes up to D. Now A is a horrible key to play on the Stylophone because you've got all those sharps. You've got three sharps. Just to show you here on this Stylophone, these keys here, I call them keys, but it's just one long metal plate. These are the sharps, and these are the kind of white notes. So these are the black notes here, the white notes here, but they're not colour, they're just silver, of course. In A major, you've got three sharps, and that's a bit of a nightmare. So what Kevin does, very sensibly, he's tuned his Stylophone up a tone. So although he's playing in the key of G, he's actually in A. And when the tune changes key, what he did was he turned his Stylophone over and used this rotary control here to change the tune. Now you can see, if you look closely, I've got two pencil marks on this one. This pencil mark here is for one key, and this one is for the other key. So if you're clever and you're accurate, while the second guitar solo is being played, you could shift this rotary knob round to change the key. But it's a bit hit and miss, and if you're playing live, as I might be with this tune, it's a recipe for disaster, isn't it? So I thought the only way to do this properly is to get two Stylophones and tune one up to A, okay, and then one up to D. So one up a tone and one up a perfect fifth. So this one here, the lower one, that is in the lower key of A, and this one, that's in the key of D. I'm playing the same notes, I'm playing in the key of G, but they are just pitched differently. So it means that when I play this on stage, as I plan to with my band, while the lead guitarist is playing the second solo, I can simply change over. Just a little word of warning, I tried using the line out, this headphone out here, but what happens is as you go over the kind of bumps, the joins between the notes, you get a bit of a thump, which is a bit unpleasant. So I think what I will do is just hold this up to my SM58 vocal mic to play it through the PA that way, and I'll get back to you on how that works. So that's how it's done. I've done some sheet music for this, so I'm going to show you how I do it, and you'll see the bars of music on top. People have been playing Telstar on the Stylophone for years, and there are loads of videos on YouTube, but Kevin's is definitely the best, I think, and it's what inspired me to make this video. So thank you, Kevin, and I hope you didn't mind me doing this. So I'm going to show you the music now. Now there are different versions available by the Tornadoes. The one I'm using is the one that's got a little bit of footage, I think, of Joe Meek, the composer. Very clever, eccentric but tragic man. At the beginning, you know, using all his gear to get the sound effects. I'm not going to go through the sound effects. I mean, that's another video for someone who's really into electronics. The purpose of this video is simply to show you how to play it on the Stylophone. And of course you can do it on one Stylophone if you want a chance retuning it accurately towards the end, but with two it's much easier. Okay, and obviously make sure they're set at the same volume, and make sure they're set to vibrato on, and the switch on the front here is set all the way to the right. That's definitely the best sound. The other switches giving you different octaves and various bits and pieces, but that's the best sound, I think. So this is the intro. Hopefully the camera will pick this up. Sound wise, I'm not going to do a massive job on the audio of this, but it should be good enough. So all these sound effects first. Then we get a few bars of drums and a simple bass line. We've got, from where it actually comes in, you've got the first four bars with the drums and the bass, and then bars 5 and 6 add the rhythm guitar before it does the run up. So let's show you the run up on this lower pitched one here. I'm going to hold it because it does wobble about a bit here. And you start on E, look at your sheet music, these are all semi-breathes. you're in the key of G major, although you're playing in A, remember, because it's pitched up, but you're actually playing in G as far as the music is concerned, and as far as the notes on your stylophone are concerned. So the E is this one here, it's to the right of these two sharps, so it's button number 5, note number 5 if you like. Hold that for 4 beats. Now in G major, F is normally sharpened, so this is an F natural, the next semi-breve. And then you've got F sharp itself, so in the next bar it just looks like a normal F, but of course the sharp in the key signature makes the F sharp. And then you come up to G, this time it's a dotted minim. Now, you tend to kind of gliss around anyway on this. You don't go, but I tend to slide around. I notice Kevin does a lot. So let's say your 6 bars of intro have gone past and you're coming in with this. So I'll count you with a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. And you're into the main theme. In that 4th bar there, you've got the dotted minim, 3-beat G, and on beat 4 you go down to the D and glissando, slide up to the G. So where it says bar 5, that's the main theme, and you've got G down to D again, and then E down to D. So you've got G, D, E, D, like that. G, D, E, D, and then come all the way up to C, which is marked with a 10. So that is C, B, A, G, crotchets, okay, 1-beat notes. And then you've got the note A, held for 3 beats, dotted minim, and down to the D. Make sure you can see that C note, number 10. Make sure your right hand doesn't obscure it, because when you slide up, it's hard to hit it unless you can actually see it. To D, and then you've got that run down again. C, B, A, G, okay. This time you've got A and D, 2 beats each, minims. And then all the way up to D, it's note 11, and that's a semi-breve tied to a semi-breve, so that's 8 beats. Let's go from the previous stave, from bar 9. Six, 7, 8. Bar 13, very top note on the stylophone. So top note, E is a minim, D is a crotchet, D is a crotchet. Down to G, then back up to the D, which is a minim, and then C as a crotchet, tied to a quaver, and then a semi-quaver, and another semi-quaver. And this is bar 14 into bar 15. So it's D, C, B, C, B. So watch out for the tied note, which you don't actually play. You simply add the value to the previous note. Now this is probably the trickiest bit. Let's go from bar 15. So B, zoom all the way down to E flat, which is marked 4.5, halfway between 4 and 5 if you like. Come up to E natural, so you've got E flat and then E natural. Notice it's E flat because you're not expecting an E flat in this key, and then E natural because you want the normal E, so E flat, upper semitone to E natural, up to B, down to A. Let's go from 13 to 16 inclusive. Obviously once you've learnt this you can play this along with the record or along with Kevin's recording. Bar 17 you've got dotted minim B, which is button 9 or note 9, played once as a dotted minim and then again as a crotchet, and then you've got C, B, A, G just running down in crotchets, and then you've got ending number 1, which is an A dotted minim. Then you've got, now here you might want to jump to get that G, so E, G, G, and then run down to F sharp, E, D. So ending number 1, bar 19. And then you're going to repeat from the previous page. So I'll play all of that up to the end of bar 20. your back in. When you get to bar 18 the second time, you're going to jump to bar 21, which is the ending number 2, which takes you into the guitar solo. So it's going to be... and it gets cut short because the guitar comes in. So ending number 2, bar 21, A is a dotted minim, A is a crotchet, and then you go to B, A, G, A, B, A, G, A. So ending 2, bar 21, 22. And the guitar solo comes in. And at that point, you get a 16 bar guitar solo. You then repeat from bar 5, the normal tune, in this tuning, in this key, with the second time ending. Then the guitar solo comes in again, and it's an 8 bar guitar solo this time. Then there's 1 bar of G major. Now, in that 8 bar guitar solo, you could turn your stylophone over and retune it if you know exactly where to set that knob, and it's pretty hard to do, I have to say. Or you could put your first stylophone to one side and go to stylophone 2, which I've prepared earlier, and I've tuned this up. Although I'm playing the same tune exactly, same notes on the keyboard as such, because I've tuned it up, it's now playing in the correct key of D. Right, so we're going to go from the second guitar solo, the 8 bar solo. At the end of this, you're simply going to play a note of D, okay, and then you're going to do this run up. And you can see this here, it says retune stylophone upper perfect full, so that when you play in G, you're really playing in D. And this run up is D, E flat, E natural, F sharp. So it's, you have this staggered crotchet triplet feel. The first one is a rest. So you played the D, 2, 3, 4, 1. And then when you get to the G, you're playing the same tune from bar 5, but of course you're now in the key of D. And you go all the way through that in that new tuning. So we're going to take this from the second guitar solo, and I'll show you what happens. So guitar solo, get ready for your D note here, which is note 4 on the stylophone. We go 1, 2, 3, 4. So you have the D there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And the normal tune, of course, it's pitched up to the key of D. And on the very end, on the coda, you've got this ending number 2. Once you play this little N riff, which is ending number 2, bars 21 and 22, you're going to play a G, hold it for 8 beats. It's a semi-breve tied to a semi-breve. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, so you can't play it exactly the same as it is on the record, but what we do here is we drop down to this note here, which is a B. It doesn't look like a B because the 3 sharps in a row are off the instrument. What you're seeing here is the B flat, so you're playing B, button 2, hold it for 4 beats, come up to D, come up to G. So they're 4 beats each. So 4 beats of B, 4 beats of D, which is note 4, 4 beats of G, note 7. And what Kevin does on his recording, which I really like, he just keeps glissing up from the D to the G. and of course the record fades out. So there we are. The original recording was made, we think, using a clavioline, which is a valve organ from the late 1940s, or possibly a Vox Jennings. Nobody really knows. Unless you were there at the time, you'd never know. But the stylophone actually does a pretty good job, doesn't it? And it's great fun to do. You will find that this stylus moves pretty quickly over these metal notes, and you can overshoot very, very easily. So it's something you need to practice. I've been working on this for a few days and I'm still making a few mistakes, but it's great fun to do. I hope very much you enjoyed watching this video. Don't forget to go and give Kevin's video a like and subscribe to his channel, and maybe do the same for me. Thanks for watching, and you'll see me in my next video.